Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is Torchlight 2. I decided to try and make a video of my playthrough as a new character class. This is the first video series I've ever done, so forgive me if there's parts where you guys are like, oh, he talks too much, or he doesn't talk enough, or whatnot. I already do have a class going right now. This is my engineer, level 56, as you can see. I usually only play this when my brother's online, and we'll both go through and level up our characters and play online and whatnot. So I wanted to create one with a ranged character on single player only. So as you can see, this is your start screen, so I'll do a new game. And I'll do Outlander. And I'll do female this time. I usually don't do female character classes, but whatever. Let's just do random. That's not bad. Whatever. I always like Deadshot, the character from comic books. What pet for an Outlander? Ferret. Wolf. I will do a wolf. Yeah, Gretch is pretty cool. Currently, my engineer class is on veteran. I will play veteran as well. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try elite. With veteran, I notice like you can die pretty easily if you're not careful. So we'll see what elite is like.
Deep beneath Torchlight, a darkness gathered. Three heroes confronted the beast called Ordrock. Yet even in death, Ordrock's corrupted heart endured and called out.
I always thought the cinematics for this game were kind of neat, but considering I came from playing Diablo 3 before this, the cinematics for there are, you know, like leaps and bounds more realistic. But it was the style they were going for, the whole kind of cartoonish or animated a bit, so to each their own. Some people think this is amazing, and some people think not so much. Torchlight 2 is not really known for its story. And you'll probably see that as they go through. They don't really do a good job of telling you the story or getting you really involved in it. that looks like. Oh, that's cool. Alright, let's get our first
I think this
mission.
is as far as I can go. You should carry on to the Asterian Enclave, but you're on your own. Warn them that the alchemist destroyed Torchlight and is headed their way. He may be there already.
Alright, so we gotta go warn Torchlight. Keep in mind, guys, just because I played this once before doesn't mean I remember where I'm going. Or, like, I'm very much the type to explore all the hidden areas. Bad attack. I do need to get that jump back skill pretty soon. Oh shit, this guy's teleport to me. Of course, he's got a shield. Apparently these pistols have a pretty shitty range. So just this charge bar down here, for every class it's different, so apparently this will give me 10 additional cast when it's full, dodge, critical chance, attack speed, and as it drains down it just starts to get rid of some of those buff stats. Alright, so I'll take this chance to level up. And one of the things you'll hear some people everyone's got their own opinions about this, is that in Torchlight 2, the points you put into your character and skills are kind of like permanent. With the skills you can go back about 3, but it costs a lot of money. Some people don't like this, they like to be able to change. I think it's great because it gives you the ability not only to create a unique character, but it makes you really think before you do something. I remember with Diablo 3, you could just do whatever you wanted, and it's like, oh well, who cares? I can just change it. So that's where this comes in. Not really sure. I have never actually looked at any of the Outlander skills, so I'm not going to put any points in yet. And I won't. Let's just take a look at these skills. Rapid burst of projectiles. Strips away their armors, that's nice. Only 25% DPS. Alright. And see, some of these do have like requirements, like you can see here, this one requires bow, crossbow, shotgun, or pistol. There are the passive skills at the bottom for anyone, and you got the 3 different skill trees. Like this one's where my glaive one's from. And each skill tree has different specializations, as it were. So with my engineering class, I actually picked 2 skill trees to specialize in. So like what you'll notice here, this will be for pistols, and this one is for, well, it's pistols as well, but there's some that only do, so for this one's only with shotguns, this one's only with pistols. So it's kinda, you gotta pick sometimes. Yeah, I actually have to, I'm gonna go through this before I apply any of these points, so I'm actually just gonna hold off on that. Because like I said, it is permanent. You can, I'll show you how you can go back on your last 3, but unlike in Diablo 3 where you'll get like hundreds of thousands of coins, the economy here is very dialed down. It's not as inflated. So like with my engineer, most I had at one time was maybe like 30 or 50,000 coins. Because most of the stuff is cheaper, but it makes the more expensive stuff harder to achieve. Which I think is nice. I like, one of the things that I think kind of ruined Diablo 3 for me was eventually the auction house. And some people are like, well, what are you talking about? That lets you, you know, buy items or sell items. But the problem is that it got like so inflated so much that it'd be impossible to actually save up. Like, you'd have to play for hours on end to save up enough. Especially for when you did the last difficulty level, the highest one. You would need all that good equipment, and it would take like millions upon millions of coins. I mean, I think at the most I have, like, you'll find plenty of YouTube videos online on how to farm it, but it's not really what I'm into. I'm not really into playing the game to be accelerated. That others will disagree, so once again, to each their own. How much damage does this do? 80% interrupt, which is good. 14 to 17 poison. Well, it's not really a damage doer. Gotta get used to moving again all over the place. The engineer, I always liked, one of the first skills I did invest in was like a heal bot. It would just help you out. It would never like keep you alive during big boss battles, but it definitely reduced the number of potions I use. Too bad I don't have that skill here. But luckily, apparently my pet is better at fighting than I am. Oops, shit. What does this symbol mean? Oh, that was that skill thing that I picked up. Stay still. Fucking fire arrows. Can't wait to get to town because I do have some shared stash. I don't know if I have anything for an Outlander though. When I was playing engineer, my god, the amount of stuff I picked up for a berserker. But I wanted to try a different type of class.
You have become more experienced.
Once again, I'm not going to apply that the different skills or any of the stats yet until I really know how I want to go with the character. And once again, you can experiment a bit. Don't let me kind of ruin you on it. It's just, I like to plan out most of the theme. So for example, with anyone who plans on playing the engineer, the first time I did it, I specialized in two-handed weapons, and I could break through shields, but a lot of my skills would cause stun. So there's an interesting skill that where if you hit an enemy that was stunned, you would do, there's a passive skill that would do like lightning damage to them, and it would do like 200 or something related to your strength, and it would only happen every second. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just organize all my skills into stunning. So a lot of what I had, oh, you'll find these. I gotta find a key for it somewhere. I'll shoot a boss. So there, I just found a gold key, and you can see it up here. In case you don't see that you picked it up, purple items will be quest items, and this is a bit of a side quest. Now with co-op, you will, like if I pick it up, my co-op partner will also have it picked up. However, the one thing that I noticed that I kind of don't like, there's a couple things I wish they did better in Torchlight. But one of the things I noticed was that if I talk to a quest person, my co-op person doesn't necessarily have talk. It's not shared. They have to talk to them as well. Whereas in Diablo 3, it was always if one person talked, it was the same in the other person's character. I should probably look at my items. Actually get some armor on myself. Might be good, eh? Once again, it's got the standard comparison. So, alright, so at least I'm dressed a bit now. Hopefully I'll take a little less damage. I didn't miss anything back here. Alright.
You a new recruit?
I don't know what I'm going to stick with weapon-wise, so I will get this collar for my pet. Other things I do like is that there's buttons in the game to where it automatically uses your best potion for health and or mana. By default there's Z or X, but I've changed the health one during my engineering one to the middle button. If I hit it, it picks it there, and you can see my health just went up. Alright, should be the base. Another nice thing, it'll tell you if you have any unspent points. Can't tell you how many times I've forgotten I had some points, because you do get a skill point when you level up in Fame. You won't get any character panel points, but you'll get a skill point. I'm just going to show you here where you can reset. So this gentleman here,
need something?
you can see I can remove it for 0. Nothing costs until you're, I think, above level 10. And I know some of you are saying, then why didn't you apply before? I forgot, I just realized now. But as soon as you get above level 10, this will cost a lot of money to do. So I can remove it if I want to get an extra point, which I didn't do in my engineering class, which would have been good. So like if I don't like it, which I might actually do. I gotta look through stuff. So let's see what I have my shared stash. So this is all stuff that I had from my engineering class. And you can see, like, here's a great two-handed weapon. That's Berserker, level 58. There's Outlander, so this would be good for me, but it's level 54. I forgot how high of a level some of this stuff is. Yeah, so I can't really wear anything, and I didn't put in any spells in here. Oh well. Let's see what I got in my stash. Oh, I got nothing there yet. That's character specific. This doll dummy here, sorry, is neat. Like, you can attack, but it only shows numbers unless there's a setting for it, like that, if it's critical. I wish it would say, like, I remember in the game called, what was it called, Dungeon Defenders, they had a dummy just like this, and it would calculate how much damage you did per second based on all your buffs and weapons and stuff. But on this, it doesn't, which I kind of then don't understand the point. I used to just use it for my engineer to build up charge, because then I could use a shield that would, its strength depended on how many charges I had and whatnot. So anyways, rather than boring you guys sitting here watching me go through the skill tree and that, I'm actually gonna, this will be probably my first video for a bit, and I'm gonna look through the skills and decide how I want to go. I'll bring you guys up to date on what I end up deciding, but that'll be in my next video. So until then, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys later.